Haha, our oh god, oh good heavens. Oh wait. There we go. Hello. You know me. Uh uh actually let me put the music back on. So yeah, Powerwash dropped the Muckingham files, which I did not expect today. I did make sure I had it, so it should be good. I got a bit of water. I don't know if I'm gonna do like the entire thing in one sitting. I at least want to do a map. So I'm just gonna get it started. And then boop. Don't you worry. Hi, it's already connecting. Yippee! Yippee! Chat. We're power washing. Oh my good day. I might do 2x KO tomorrow. Because, believe it or not, I played the first round of betas, so just let me check. Because while I'm here, I might as well check everything. Honestly, by the time it'll might be one of those things where I'll just okay, so when the playtest goes live, I'll get a link. Okay. But yippee, we get to do 2x KO, which is another funny fighting game with your favorite League of Legends characters. We all like League, right? I say as somebody who has never played that game in my fucking life. Fuck you. Well, actually not. Anyway. This seems like a small map. I can probably get this one wrapped up pretty quickly. Or I guess quickly is subjective with this game. Because sometimes... I didn't mean to do that. Because some people could view as like 20 to 30 minutes on a level as long. But it also depends on how big a level actually is. And actually this is a bit bigger than I expected. Oh well. Actually, now that I see all my money, I think I bought everything in the shop. I am a bit disappointed that we only get the 4 power washers. Because, like, the spacing indicates that there would be room for more. It's like, at this point I've accumulated 45k. It would be nice to have a bit more. Because I've bought everything. Which you could say, I've wasted my life in this game. And I would agree with you, but it's also kind of fun. Fun might not be the exact word. Like, I enjoy the game, but like, it's not necessarily relaxed, or not necessarily out of fun, but more so just like, it's a nice game to vibe with. It's like, if I'm not really doing anything, then just fuck around on here for a little while, and that's kind of how it ended up being. Ahaha. Also, I finally got my last VOD up on YouTube, so hopefully we do that. Or I think going forward I'll do VODs on YouTube. It's like, at some point I'll probably start trying to do like proper YouTube videos or like YouTube shorts. When I start streaming, or when I do streams that aren't just at midnight or like late in the fucking day for me. When I say late in the day, I mean like technically the morning after, like 1 to 2 a.m. I'll probably do like proper video shit out of streaming, or out of streams. However, the past couple days have been eventful. Yeah, because the content cop, because for some reason iDubbbz decided, hey guys, let me drop a content cop. Even though I get why it was made on H3, however, it didn't feel like a content cop. Does that make sense? Because I was there when the Jake Paul one dropped. I, in fact, was there. But it's like, no one's gonna give a shit on my opinion about it, but since I'm just here, like, I kind of stopped watching iDubbbz after like it was after he started doing the, what was his boxing thing called? Creator Clash, that's what it's called. I stopped after he did that, because it just kind of all shifted into content I didn't feel like watching. And there was a whole bunch of shit on him after Creator Clash 2. That was like some scammy shit, and it's like at that point, I really just felt done. And like commentary YouTube could probably easily tell you what and how what and how the whole scam shit was in terms of Creator Clash 2. Because I do look into commentary YouTube, but more so just like most of the time it's been like lol cows. Just because it's mainly Smokey MC and Kiwi Tapes. Those guys are pretty chill, honestly. Like occasionally I'll see other people, but because most of the stuff I've watched from them is like the TikTok weirdos or lol cows. And luckily I don't like actually see any of them on my For You pages, so I'm not connected to them at all. So I just get to watch things through a lens. Because for me that's kind of... Or I like not being directly involved in shit. Because I've been in drama for fucking years. And for the past couple it's kind of calmed down in terms of like personal online drama. Well, I had to say kind of because it's like, eh. But it's not like... I've been comfortable in a friend group for pretty much 2 to 3 years now, I think. And we all feel kind of tight and shit. At least that's how I feel. If they feel differently, they can feel free to fucking dunk on me. I don't... And like sometimes, and people say comfortable isn't really, or comfortability can be detrimental and shit, but it's like, with the shit going on right now, with the shit in life going on right now, it's just the constant that I appreciate. And there are certain things I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole, actually. I know in order to be like actually kind of fucking popular on, well, I don't want to be popular necessarily, just good enough to live off of, if that makes sense. Because I don't want to be fucking looked into almost every fucking second of every fucking day. but like comfortable enough to live in like a fucking decent sized apartment. Like if I'm not in a relationship, then because I like thinking about the future more so just involving myself and not thinking, oh, at some point I want to settle down with a partner. Well, or for me, it's better to think more so like, if I were to reach the point of living alone, I would rather it be in like an apartment, because I don't really need a whole ass fucking mansion. And I feel like not, especially if you're not going to have a family, then there's no point in having like a big house to yourself. Because what are you really gonna do with the fucking space? Besides maybe content, but you could also get like a small house, but like for me, I think it might be easier to do an apartment or like solo apartment. Maybe live in it with a roommate or two. Well, if I do a roommate, if I do 2 roommates, then it would have to be not like exceptionally large, but like 2-bed? Well, I mean, preferably if I do have a roommate, then it would be 2-bed. Yeah, so like 2-bed for an apartment with a roommate, but or roommate or 2, I should say. Also including pets, I guess, but like if I'm moving in with somebody, I'm probably not gonna bring in a pet. And that's because I don't think, like, I could probably take good care of a pet in a short term length, like if I'm babysitting one, but I don't feel comfortable taking care of something for a long time at this point in my life. Because this is all in the point of like me being early 20s, so, or at least early 20s immortal years. Ahaha. Also, WrestleMania is coming up, which the hype has been all over the place. Because I want to see the main event. Like John Cena, Cody Rhodes, I want to see that. I want to see Jacob Fott too. Because he's a fucking... I don't know what to... I just really like him. Like, ever since he's popped up, he's kind of been like a guy I can get behind, even though he's a heel right now. It's sort of like LA Knight, where LA Knight is honestly probably my current favorite, besides CM Punk. And that's partially because I know he's originally born in the, or he's originally born from somewhere close to me. So just kind of spiritual connection in a sense. Plus, he's really fucking good on the mic. LA Knight's a dog in that fucking promo game. And he's good in ring. And like for me, you don't need to be the best in the ring sometimes. Like I like watching flippy shit and good wrestling every now and then, but more so of a personality guy in terms of wrestling favorites. Though some of them are more so for what they do in the ring versus promo skills and whatnot. Like Jeff Hardy, that's the GOAT right there. Does that say fucking Rihanna? Okay, man. I wasn't expecting the Rihanna drop. Okay. But yeah, back to WrestleMania. I'm gonna actually be off on Sunday. Or off of work. So I could probably stream my... Or if I do stream, it would be like... not with the audio. Or not with the audio wrestling, because I will be hit with copyright. And I do not want to start off, or I do not want to have that risk right now, since I'm still kind of starting out. Like, I've done streams every now and then before, but like I ended up taking a long time away from it. Which is just personal life shit. And it's kind of why I sat for like a week. Or why I didn't do more streams this week. Even though I probably should have, but kind of in a situation right now where it's hard to do streams most days. Or like during actual daytime where everybody in America at least is awake. Because most Americans are, or most East Coast Americans I should say, are asleep by the time I'm on, or by the time I'm starting my streams right now. But the current situation I'm living in is kind of just wait until late night when I can do these. Which I do plan on trying to pick it up, it's just life's not too kind. So I'm just trying to not, or trying to do shit and just seeing how it goes. And I have incentive to stream now because we're about to move out of state. So if I can get a small base now, then when I'm able to start doing these earlier, I mean, granted, getting a base isn't necessarily necessary, because this is a matter of luck at the end of the day. But being consistent is also important. And I don't know if these talks are boring people, it's just I'm trying to be transparent with shit. Because that's part of my... Like, I want to be honest and just, like, talk about how I'm feeling and shit. Just like how I want people to have a place to talk about what they're doing, in a sense. Or, like, I'm not necessarily therapist, because I'm not qualified. Like, I would like to be a chill spot, at least in terms of streaming. And if you would want to talk about the shit you're dealing with, then feel free. I can give advice the best I can. I guarantee you it'll probably be, like, not great most of the time. Sometimes, like, sometimes it might be helpful, just because having a different perspective on shit can always be helpful. But, like, I also don't want to be like, hey, I'll fix all your issues. No, no. I will not be able to fix your issues with just my advice. And I also don't want to have this, like, parasocial bullshit. Like, respectfully, I will appreciate you if you watch me, but I also need personal space. And, like, I'm terrified of people. Hence why it's like most of the reason why I do PNGtubing or VTubing is because I do not like how I look. Which I'm sure is a thing a lot of people feel. But, like, that's just... Some people still do it. Or still do face cam, and, like, I'm not against having, like, a face cam thing at some point. But I also feel like I feel more, or I don't know if it's like I feel more free with the Fuwane character, but like I like having a different identity online than me and my name. So I was thinking at some point I might start doing like Reddit stories. Which is like mainly because Smosh, or like Smosh Pit, I should say. Oh, it'd also be cool to like just like as an idea to throw out videos and shit, like do, because I don't want to do like reaction videos necessarily. Like I can, okay, that's kind of dumb actually, but Well, not dumb, but... Oh. Hi, Grin. I noticed you probably left because I didn't check chat until like 10 minutes after you said something. Ahaha. My apologies. I kind of got into the flow of rambling because looking into streaming tips and whatnot, it's like, hey, you're gonna need to be ready to talk to yourself, and it's like, well, might as well get in the mood of it. Or, not mood. Fucking gotta be prepared for it. And I do kind of get... I'm already kind of used to it. But like... Like, I feel kind of bad now. But, also, I think it's already been like 30 minutes. Which time flies fucking by. Jesus Christ. But, wrestling. Where did I leave off? I believe I said I was looking forward to the... Yeah. Last thing I said was I was looking forward to Jacob Fatu, and then I went on that tangent. Well, not tangent, but... I don't know what else I'm... Because AJ Styles is wrestling, which I like AJ Styles, but he's fighting Logan Paul, which he's a piece of shit. I hate him being in wrestling. I've hated him being here since he started actually wrestling. Like, he can be good in the fucking ring, but he's been such a piece of shit for years. Nearly a decade, even. Like, I think on Vine he wasn't much of an issue there, but YouTube he became a giant issue, and I'm sick of seeing him places. I'm just tired of it. Like, he's made enough money to just fuck off forever, but he isn't. Like, he's also made a fucking shitload of money off of Prime that he and KSI could just fuck off forever. And with Lunchley, I don't know if he's actually making money anymore with it. Or him, Mr. Beast and KSI, I don't know if they're making any money off of that. I assume they might be, but I haven't seen Lunchley at all in like a store I frequent, which could also be an issue of just like my state not being popular. However, we also have they also have Prime, so oh, I can't open this. Neat. Anyway, let's but yeah, I'm sick of seeing him. And then that's become a whole other discussion of like, oh, well that just means he's a good heel. That's not because it's not because of his wrestling skill, it's because he's a piece of shit. But he just keeps getting away with it, and I don't... I know my voice isn't gonna change anything because Triple H doesn't care about the fucking internet fans anyway. Because that was a thing on an interview. He said it's like, or he doesn't care about internet critics or people online criticizing his shit. And it's like, well, you kind of have to suck that shit up, buddy. Vince didn't go out on podcasts being like, oh, I hate these fucking people. These critics. They don't know good wrestling. I'm amazing. Or like, he probably did, but it's like, yeah. It's like the week of Mania, and he's like, I think they should just. And Triple H is like, they should shut the fuck up and just enjoy my wrestling. No, you don't get to tell people to just shut up and watch your product and enjoy it, because you don't cater to everybody's tastes. And it's okay to not cater to everybody's tastes. But like, when people bring up like, hey, this isn't, or I'm not enjoying the way this is going, then you kind of can't tell them to fuck off. Or I guess you could tell them to fuck off, but it's like, no. You could theoretically tell anybody to piss off, honestly, but it's just like the principle of, hey, I'm running creative for this entire fucking wrestling company, and if you don't like the way I do it, then your opinion doesn't matter. When we kind of need people to tell us how they feel about our product, or at least in my mind, a business should at least take the criticism into consideration when it's a product that goes out to millions of people. And it's like I would think as a business, you don't just tell every critic, hey, fuck you, go watch something else then. Like some directors do, but they end up getting a bunch of backlash for it, which Triple H is, but he made other comments too, but I don't want to get into that part of it, because that's a whole fucking rabbit hole I don't want to go down right now. And it's like, and at the end of the day, none of this is gonna fucking matter, because WrestleMania is still gonna probably, like, I don't think it's gonna sell out, but I think it'll still do enough viewership wise to kind of be like, hey, it doesn't matter what the fuck I say on a podcast or anything. I don't have to be professional. People will just enjoy my fucking slop. And that's kind of the problem with Vince, aside from his allegations, which again, that's another topic I don't. Vince McMahon is just a piece of shit anyways, honestly. Like, removing the allegations, because I had to say allegations because the court cases and shit, and I'm not getting dragged into lawsuits. His allegations do not surprise me, because he is just a genuine piece of shit. And people can fucking say, oh, well, he made his money. Yeah, but I don't have to fucking respect him for it. Because at the end of the day, he made his money off of bullshit. Or that's how his whole... He took the market by being a fucking asshole. And then his character was just him being an asshole. Or him being the asshole boss. Like, literally portraying himself as the devil. And then his character would do weird fucking shit. Like, hitting on people that are like 20 or 30 years under him. Or younger than him. When he's also married. And it's like, like, I just don't hold him in a good light. And people talk about the wrestling boom with fucking... Or people also defend Hulk Hogan. And him being, like, the god of fucking pro wrestling in the golden age. Fuck you. Honestly. Because, like, he wasn't the only star. You had fucking Macho Man there. And it... Like, Jesse Ventura will fucking tell you, Hulk Hogan was a fucking rat. And Hulk Hogan always just lies. Allegedly. Allegedly, it's all alleged. Ah! Can't sue me. It's all fucking alleged. But like, in reality, it's not gonna fucking matter. Cause he's already got his fucking money. Oh, you're just jealous because he's got money. No, I just genuinely think he's a piece of shit. And I didn't grow up on Hulk Hogan. Fuck no. In fact, he wasn't the only reason WCW went under. That was Eric Bischoff. Eric Bischoff was another part of the issue, because people can deny it all they want, but in reality, who was making the decisions to pay everybody all this fucking money? Eric Bischoff. Who was letting people get away with, or getting away with wrestlers at the top of the card run creative? Eric Bischoff, because he was running the company. Not this one. So, I know no one's gonna really give a shit about the wrestling thing, or the wrestling stuff, but... Well, some might, but... Also, I don't think this would be the only map. Right? Like, surely it's not just an ice cream parlor. Okay, this one. I didn't know I used this. That there. That. What else am I missing? Freezers. Back here, right? Yep. Ah. Floor. That's done. Fridge magnets. About. Alright, cool. That's it? Okay. I thought there would be more. Or like another map at least. I'm gonna check again to see if the 2xko thing's live. Yeah, it's not. Times like these where I would appreciate Project Multi being out. I might play Rivals. Or Rivals of Ether. Because there's no... Actually, I might call it a day. Because part of me is just... Like, honestly, my only plan was to do the Powerwash maps. Yeah. Oh. Kinda just sucks that the Powerwash update was only one map. I might just call it there. Cause there's just really nothing. Like I kind of want to play Turbo Dismount 2, but like that's a game that's more so just the video. I could do Tower Unite, but do I really want to? Not really. Hmm. I'll just call it there. Alright. I'll probably be back sometime this weekend for 2xKO. Because I at least want to see if I can run that on stream. But unfortunately, the Powerwash sim map being only one, and I don't feel like streaming me doing a different map, and then I don't really feel like doing anything else. Just yeah, we'll see y'all for 2xKO sometime this weekend. Later.